Hello, Steemits. Hello, CryptoG here, just coming at you with another Pixlr video tutorial. I'm carrying on from the last video whereby I adjusted the levels here because they were sort of all washed out. And just to remind you, or if you didn't see it, we went from that kind of look, bit of a washed out look. We messed around with the levels and we got a much nicer look, and we compared with the auto fix in the Express, which gave us this sort of horrible purple thing. So we came over here and got it much better. But then what we did is, whilst we got rid of the kind of blue sheen and the bluey grey sheen over it, we punched out the colours, got their skins looking much more nicely. We can see here the sky's still a bit grey and dull, and again, that's more the camera, because if you look in the reflections here, in the windows, we're seeing a bit of blue. It was an overcast day, but there was a bit of blue there. I'm not sure if that's a reflection. I don't think so. But anyway, the point is the sky's not looking great. So let's jump right in and sort that out. So I'm going to use the lasso tool. If you've watched my tutorials before, you've seen me use the lasso tool to cut an image out. And we're just going to start there. Let me go up to there. Now, obviously, as you can see, there are loads of ridges in this roof. Are we on polygonal? Yes, always make sure you're on a polygonal, which is, you see here, freehand polygonal. Always make sure you're on that so you can create these points, unless, of course, you are looking to freehand something. Okay, so I'm not going to go around all of these ridges. I'm going to go around the first couple because that will look nice for the tutorial. And I'll go around this little aerial here, or whatever it is. Let's go up a bit. Oops. Should have zoomed in for that, but yeah, like I said, there we go. That's good enough. That's good enough. Loop back around here. Now I'm just going to jump all the way to the end, am I? I'm going to give myself one more point here. Jump all the way to the end here. Jump all across here. So, if you had something like this and you really, you really wanted to get it right, you'd have to zoom in and kind of go around all of these little bits. Okay, bang. Where did I start? Oh yeah, over here. And double click. There we go. Right. So now we've got the sky selected. Let's now look at the different ways we can change the color. We could just go to our paintbrush tool. No, first of all, we go to here. I could pick out a blue that I can see here. That's probably too dark, that blue. Depends what time of day it is. So yeah, let's say I pick out that blue, go to the paint buckets tool and simply fill it in. Just keep clicking. Sometimes it doesn't fill in all together. I don't know why it does that. It's left a little artifact. So we just keep clicking until, there we go, until that's finished. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's that's not bad. You might think, okay, yeah, that's great. However, you might not have any blues to grab. So you might think, I'm not so sure. And then, you might want to get it a little bit better. You think, oh, that looks a bit too blue. Let me kind of add a bit of whitey green in there. Okay. And then use the paint bucket tool again and change it. There we go. So that's not bad. That's not too bad at all. However, we got some better ways. So I'm just going to undo that. Let's undo that until we're back to the kind of grey sky. Almost there. One more. There we go. Right, so what I would do is actually I'd come up to adjustment and I would look at the excuse me, color balance. Yeah, so we go to color balance here. So obviously the sky is blue, so we want blue. So we add blue to that, and there we can start to see it change. The sky's got some greens in it as well, which, you know, greens and yellows, so I'm going to pump that up a bit. Let's give it a bit more blue. And depending on what time of day it is will depend on, and there's red. So in the afternoon you tend to get more red. In the morning you tend to get less. And there we go. You can see the sky now changing. That's not too bad. That's probably a bit too much blue, actually. Let's dial that back a bit. Dial back the green. Oops, we don't want to go minus on the green. Yeah, there we go. So there you go. You know, you're now beginning to. Let's put a bit more blue in there. Probably not so. Let's see what happens when we go red. Yeah, we don't want to go too unnatural blue. Okay. So now we're kind of matching what we see here. It's very similar blue. And yeah, there you go, basically. There you go. So the difference is there. Obviously, that was the washed out one, but that's if we're just concentrate on the sky. That's how the sky looked beforehand, and that's how it looks now. So two ways you can zhuzh up the sky. The sky is often, you know, when the camera's trying to grab so many colors, the sky often is the one that suffers, so to speak. So yeah, that's just a really nice, easy way. I'm going to just deselect that so you can see it properly. Nice, easy way to get the sky nice and sorted. And of course, we can still see little grey bits there, but you know, for these purposes, perfectly fine. Okie dokie, Steam. That's gone on long enough now. Hopefully I've given you some food for thought and up to your skill level a little bit and getting you to really get those pictures looking really tip top for your lovely Steam posts. Okay, thanks Steam and ciao. And of course to my few viewers and my small growing army on YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.